What happened during martial law? What does really cause the death of democracy? Was it because Marcos led the country as a dictator and we've been under his dictatorship? Or was it the massive human rights violation that happened under his time that made the Philippines his slave? Or maybe both? During Marcos' time, the Philippines really suffered in terms of freedom. It feels like they cannot see the outside world and they are just entrapped in a different world of their own. Dictatorship and human rights violation marked the death of democracy that led to People Power Revolution. September 21, 1971, when everything began.
My countrymen, as of the 21st of this month, I signed Proclamation number 1081, placing the entire Philippines under martial law.
Ferdinand Marcos just informed the citizens through televisions and radios that he had now declared martial law in the country. He said that martial law will cure the sick society and restore everything in peace. To ensure his declaration of martial law and make it look like it is a great thing, he also used both culture and religion to deliver his message to the nation. He also claimed that he talked to God in his dream and gave him a mission to save our country. This gives dictatorship a good disguise. As martial law was implemented, here comes the dictatorship. It refers to centralization of power to a single entity. Ferdinand Marcos ruled the country as a dictator. He has the absolute power. Marcos also introduced his main principle, which is discipline, by doing a reward system. The good will have a better life and the bad will be punished. Being a dictator, Marcos has an authority to everything, even the military power. He implemented a massive militarization campaign. From 65,000 personnel, it grew to 270,000. He trained them the way he wanted it to be. He gave them so much power and resources to save democracy. But this turned out to be a vast human rights violation in his days. He used this power in breaking one spirit of whoever had guts to go against him. He even suspended the information boycotting of the daily newspapers and limiting the radio and television stations that could be aired. Every news and talks should be always favorable in his side. If it was violated different forms of torture, like Russian roulette, beating or pistol whipping, strangulation, sexual abuse, and more, was utilized to make someone confess, to be punished, to show that he has a power, or to decompose one's belief. Philippines was a total mess during Marcos' time. August 21, 1983. Ninoy, after landing here in the Philippines from being exiled in the US, was assassinated. After that incident, Marcos announces snap election to prove that he still has the country's favor. February 15, Marcos was declared as the winner of the election. But February 22, a press conference was called by Enrile and Ramos. They declared that Cory was the rightful winner, and Enrile asked for the support of the people. Responding to that, people were called through Radio Veritas to engage a rally. A Philippine Marines tanks was sent by General to stop the rebellion, but it was blocked by approximately 2 million people who were praying and singing, equipped with flowers and food. This is the People Power Revolution, also known as the Bloodless Revolution. 2 days after the said event, Cory Aquino was declared officially as the new president. Finally, the series of horror events that happened to the Philippines ended. Many countries were inspired by this peaceful revolution. Those countries were developed after restoring their democracies. As a Filipino citizen, this made me proud, for I think that the bloodless revolution would be impossible. But those Filipinos during the martial law days were really desperate to gain their freedom back. And they did it. The People Power Revolution did it. They regained their freedom back. Democracy was restored, respect for human rights and fundamental freedom were back. As I quote in Inquiry's headline, "It's all over. Marcos flees." Philippines is now back to its peaceful state where human rights is the top priority.